Hello, everyone. Ahoy. My name is Dr. Steph Link. I am from Oklahoma State University, and today I'll be presenting with my colleague, Dr. Katerina Zamborova. And she is here working with me on an awesome project that we're super excited to share with you about. Our project is about Dissemity, which is an intelligent tutoring system for supporting scientific writers. And we're going to introduce the tool a little bit later, but I'm first going to start off with talking to you about how Dissemity can help us to rethink research writing support across our campuses. Uh, First of all, just to give you a little bit more information about myself, I am an associate professor of applied linguistics and technology at my university in Oklahoma State in the United States. Katerina is here studying as a visiting scholar, and she is continuing our work to explore how graduate student writers and other emerging scientists are able to communicate their research through writing. So what we have explored is this idea of the importance of successful writing and how to get to successful writing in efficient ways. So let's just think about why we need to write scientifically. First of all, we do research because we want to share knowledge. Knowledge is shared through one, acquiring knowledge or developing this knowledge through, well, like through conferences like today, where we learn from each other. When we learn from each other, we are then enabling ourselves to create new knowledge, discover and unveil new knowledge about a certain research topic. But in order for that to have broader impacts, it's important for us to disseminate that knowledge, to share and broaden knowledge across multiple contexts, such as Slovakia and the United States. So dissemination of that knowledge oftentimes happens in the form of written communication. So to understand the major pain points that writers have in terms of disseminating their knowledge, my team and I have identified some core barriers to successful scientific writing. In fact, we traveled across the United States, and hopefully I can travel to Slovakia one day and understand the pain points of researchers there. And what we did was conduct 130 plus face-to-face interviews. We talked to graduate college deans, vice presidents of research or chancellors of research, librarians, publishers, editors, faculty, and most importantly, students, many of which were graduate students. This project was sponsored by the National Science Foundation. It allowed us to understand, again, those roadblocks to successful scientific writing. So once we compiled all the data from all of these interviews that took us about 8 weeks of travel, we found some major themes. We found out that mentorship, community, resources, and time were all significant barriers to success. And we could go on and on and on about those concerns, of course. And we also found some more abstract concerns like awareness, knowledge, confidence, and strategies for how to be successful. At Oklahoma State University, we have been able to address these first 4 pain points: mentorship, community, resources, and time. We've done this by creating dissertation writing workshops, thesis workshops. We have a research writing lab, especially for undergraduate and graduate researchers. I have an online manuscript writing course. We also provide seminars about writing that are specific to the disciplines. And then we have summer writing Kickstarter events. So lots of different resources that are coming together to explore these 4 components. But what we were noticing is that while we could provide lots and lots of resources for students to utilize and go to and explore, we needed ways to get to this more abstract thought, the idea of raising students' awareness, providing more knowledge about the actual writing process so they know what resources are there to write, but not necessarily how to write. And that's a really complex process. Confidence. Students were showing us that they had low confidence in understanding the conventions of their discipline, for example. And then ultimately strategies, bringing these resources together in order to devise strategies that are effective for the individual writer. So those were problems that we're continuing to see. And as I was presenting my work from applied linguistics and genre theory, I noticed that I was starting to find connections across all different communities on our campus. So much so that, as you can see, what I'm trying to explore here is like I was metaphorically being spread out, spread really thin, like my expertise in applied linguistics and genre really was resonating with so many people that I had to find ways of sharing that knowledge more readily across our campus. And that's how Dissemity came along. So Katerina is going to share with you a little bit of information about what Dissemity is, but essentially Dissemity is me in the form of technology. So Katerina, tell us more.
Dear colleagues, it's my pleasure to introduce Dissemity tool to you. And what we will do, I'll show you the video of the Dissemity. As well, I'll tell you about the main features. As well, I will tell you a little bit about the summer study we did this past summer. So Dissemity stands for Disseminate Research with Clarity. And what is it? Basically, it is an intelligent tutoring system for supporting researchers during their scientific writing process. And why is it unique? Because it has 4 interactive modules with synchronous automated feedback on language-based annotation and writing performances.
You can access all modules from the left side menu. The Learn module is where you will gain valuable insights into the goals and strategies used to construct a research manuscript. Be sure to take notes and complete the quizzes after summary slides to check your understanding. From there, use the Analyze module to manually analyze the argument structure of writing in your field. This is a way to enhance your critical reading skills and visualize through color the patterns found in published writing in your discipline. Start with the sample analysis task by simply clicking on each sentence and labeling the sentence based on your knowledge you obtained in the Learn module. Dissemity will provide you feedback along the way. As you analyze published works, we encourage you to save language templates in your Roundup module. But be careful. We do not want you to save ideas from published researchers unless you adequately cite their work. Instead, we would like you to find universal language that helps researchers talk to other researchers, like the glue that keeps a story cohesive. You'll learn more about this in the Learn module, so again, start there. The Explore module will help you explore thousands of research articles to discover additional templates and language use patterns. Finally, as you work through Dissemity, you will come to the Write module. You can use this module at any time to begin writing. Stay tuned because some awesome features for this module are currently being developed, including automatic color coding and feedback features.
So here are the additional features. There is a feature Learn, where there is an open textbook to enhance accessibility. It was just published this past summer. There is a feature Analyze for critical self-reflection and teachers' feedback on analytical process, and auto distribute text to the whole class or individuals. Explore, filtered with the searches by field and discipline, feature feedback, and write. And more features are coming soon. Here are some of the feedback on Dissemity software you can read. So the main idea is transformation of knowledge from knowledge telling to knowledge transformation. It was proved that the graduate students writers are able to move from a shallow understanding of scientific writing to deep engagement with writing specific to their discipline in the ways that they can help become autonomous agents of their own writings. And now I hand it over to Dr. Ling, where she will talk about expanding collaborations.
Hey, before I talk about expanding collaborations, I want to emphasize that since that video that we showed you just a little bit ago was recorded, we have launched a series of machine learning networks or models. Machine learning is a way to teach computers to understand language and for our purpose to then provide output in the form of feedback on genre-specific writing conventions. So if you think about scientific writing compared to business reports, that genre is very different. And the reason it's different is because we use different kinds of language, and the computer can provide feedback about the success of a writer's use of that language for the genre of publishing peer-reviewed articles. And we are now expanding to grant writing, which enables us to expand our collaborations outside of our university. And so we have lots of collaborations across the United States, and we hope to expand globally very soon. It's exciting to have Katerina on the team to explore those collaborations further. And one of the biggest reasons why it's becoming so successful with collaborations across the United States is because of this idea. This idea that we're able to stimulate this quality enhancement plan of creating a culture of writing. So at your universities, you may think about how you are bringing your expertise as maybe a writing specialist and helping to cultivate that love for writing on your campus. Well, we are able to do this in ways that expands across our campus to other campuses by focusing on faculty preparation, on curriculum related to writing, and really just establishing an infrastructure of this writing culture through these many different forms that I have here, like the web resources of Dissemity, tutoring through Dissemity, receiving instruction, practice, and revision understanding through Dissemity, this digital portfolio, all of these different options is what we're really trying to explore, and thus have a long research agenda planned out so that Dissemity and the work that I do in sociocognitive and socioconstructivism will enable us to understand the acquisition of knowledge, the creation of knowledge, and then dissemination of knowledge. So we're super excited about this. Lots and lots of work coming from us in the very near future. So where we are right now, we're actually have been piloting Dissemity on our campus for a few years now, and we are launching on our first campus this fall. Actually, January 1st, we're going to be spreading to our first external campus. And then, like I said before, we're expanding to grant writing, which is enabling us to get into so many different entrepreneurial markets. So we are looking into seeing ourselves as business professionals as well. I think this is the idea of converging knowledge from like my work in applied linguistics and the work of so many other fields to solve problems in a more dynamic way. So with that said, again, this work is sponsored by the National Science Foundation and many awesome supporters on our campus. And I want to shout out to Dr. Zamborova because she has been amazing, and I look forward to continuing to work with her. Thank you for sharing her with me, and thank you for listening to our research. Take care and hope to meet you all very soon.